What's up, guys? I'm Kashan and you are watching The Book Archer. So today I am going to be reviewing the duology To All the Boys I've Loved Before, including To All the Boys I've Loved Before and P.S. I Still Love You, both by Jenny Han. For those of you who do not know, this book follows Laura Jean. She has a box of letters that she has written throughout her middle school and high school years to all the boys that she has loved before. There are a bunch of love letters, and whenever she gets over the guy, she writes him a love letter and she just puts it in her box. And that is, you know, how she kind of remedies the end of a crush. Something happens and all of her letters end up getting sent out. They get sent out to all of the guys that she's written letters to, and then things ensue. Stay tuned because these will be non-spoilery opinions and thoughts. This first book was a nice, fun read. I really loved the dynamic between Margot, Laura Jean, and Kitty. They're all sisters, and then they are being raised by their dad. I really love the family dynamic. I have an older sister, so just reading them interact felt so authentic and fun, and it kind of just reminded me of my close sister relationship, so I really loved that in this story. I loved hearing about that. There was one particular element that happens throughout this story that I do not feel is realistic at all. Like, I don't know what type of sister friendships y'all have, but stuff like that does not happen with me and my sister. Like, there are just certain codes that you do not break. So that was the only thing that kind of made me go like, okay, you know, like really? Other than that, I felt like it was very true and very authentic to those relationships. I really like the characters that we get to meet throughout the story. A few of the boys, obviously, that Laura Jean has written the letters to. I like how everything plays out because it's just enough adventure in a contemporary to feel like, okay, this is something different, this is something unique, but it's not too much to the point where you're like, this could never happen in real life. Feels like a TV show or a movie aspect. And I kind of feel like both of the books in the series are definitely reflectant of that, because there are certain things that happen in this book where I was just like, oh my god, that could totally happen, but at the same time, like, why is this happening to the main character? You definitely get both of those elements in these books. I feel like the pacing of the books are good. Everything happens over quite a long period of time, but it doesn't feel like it at all. The timeline is pretty fast paced. You can read these in 1 or 2 days, I would say. I think I read P.S. I Still Love You in like 1 or 2 sittings, and then I read this one while I was on vacation. I like where the story leads off. It definitely wraps up one half of the story, but then there's like a little cliffhanger which you read P.S. I Still Love You and it wraps up in this book. So do I feel like this duology is satisfying? Yes, I do. I would definitely give To All the Boys I Loved Before 4 stars, and I would give P.S. I Still Love You 5 stars. I loved the follow-up To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I was so taken aback by how much I enjoyed every element of this book. I love the new characters that were introduced. I love the storyline. I love the underlying theme. This book to me felt like so much more than a love story. I feel like a lot of the elements in here were surrounded with family and Laura Jean kind of adjusting to one of her sisters going off to college, and then the other main portion was obviously with the guys because she sent out these love letters. But I feel like this just delves so much more into a coming of age teen story and an underlying theme of change and adjusting to change and being in love for the first time, and just so many fun elements. And it was laugh out loud funny. Like, I was laughing so hard at some parts in this book. I just love Jenny Han's writing style. I really love Laura Jean as a main character. I felt like she was super likable. There's always points in books where you're like not on the main character's side, but I don't ever feel like I wasn't rooting for Laura Jean. Like, there's never a second where you're not waiting to find out what happens. So I would definitely recommend this duology if you are just getting into contemporary, or if you really want a light fun read. Overall, this is a 4.5 star duology for me. Have y'all read this duology? What were your thoughts? Leave them in the comment section below. And have you read any of Jenny Han's other works? If so, what's your favorite Jenny Han book? I'm curious. Alright, bye guys. I'll see you all in my next video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at The Book Archer. I will talk to y'all later. Bye!